As I demonstrated in an earlier tutorial, there are many places to search the web. What's surprising is that all these sites only search a small portion of the internet, and just a small number of sites are used by the vast majority of users. In this tutorial, I'll show you, using statistics, which are the most popular search engines based on an analysis called audience reach. Audience reach is the percentage of U.S. home and work internet users estimated to have searched on each site at least once during the month through a web browser or some other online means. According to data collected by Nielsen Net Ratings in June 2004, the most popular search sites based on total search hours during a one-month period were Google, Yahoo, MSN, AOL, and Ask Jeeves. Only search-specific traffic deemed to be search-related were counted in these totals. They were collected from a panel of more than 42,000 home and work surfers. Because a web surfer may visit more than one service, the combined totals exceeded 100%. You can see from this data that Google, Yahoo, and MSN are definitely the most popular search engines, with twice as much traffic as AOL and almost 4 times as much traffic as Ask Jeeves. Here are some alternative data collected in February 2004 by Comscore Media Matrix. This data was collected by monitoring the web activities of 1.5 million English speakers worldwide, of which 1 million were in the U.S., via a process called proxy metering. Proxy metering allows a metering firm to see exactly how those within its targeted population surf the web. From this data, the company then extracts activity that's considered to be specifically search-related. Here, the big winners are Yahoo, Google, and second place is AOL and MSN. Others listed here are Ask Jeeves, InfoSpace, AltaVista, Lycos, and then others, 0.7%. But the general trend is the same. Lots of search engines out there, but very few being used by most people. Another method of gauging search engine popularity is to look at the amount of time someone has spent at a particular search engine in a given month. This chart, for the same period as my first graph, June 2004, shows the average time per person spent by a search engine's visitors. Google and AOL search come out at the top at almost 30 minutes, followed by Netscape, InfoSpace, and Yahoo at less than 15 minutes, and then web search, MSN, Ask Jeeves, and in the bottom at 6 minutes or less is AltaVista, MyWay, and Overture. You'll notice that these results are slightly different than the other two graphs, but the same suspects are still here: Google, Yahoo, Overture, Ask Jeeves, etc. Remember, this is data for search sites and not search systems. Some of these sites collect their own search results, and some get their results from somewhere else. Google is a site that collects its own results. Overture, AOL, and Netscape do not. The other thing to understand about all this data is that you can simply ignore some of the sites on this list. AOL for starters. Although it's the world's second most popular search site according to this data, it's fed by Google search results, and its user-submitted content is maintained by the Open Directory project. So, if you only worry about Google, you'll have both sites covered. In the next tutorial, I'll review the sites on this list and start eliminating the unimportant ones.